All right. Are you ready, actually?
I'm already, yeah.
Okay. Yes! Yes!
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another Tabletop Core Battle Report. We are back for another quick little Combat Patrol.
More Combat Patrols.
Today is the Dusty Boys, the Thousand Suns, one of my favorite, versus Red Corsairs.
The Red Corsairs. So we're doing a little chaos on chaos action today.
Stop
I wonder
the
why.
violence. Stop it.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
Tzeentch doesn't like Slaanesh very much.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Well, we haven't done one yet either.
Yeah,
so.
that too.
We are... I'll start with my army, I guess.
Sure.
I'm running a Exalted Sorcerer on disc. He's my warlord, obviously, so he has the... I'm running Cult of Magic. He's running the Cult of Magic warlord trait, which is Devastating Sorcery. So basically, it's just anytime he does mortal wounds, it adds one additional mortal wound.
Okay.
He has as far as relics go, the Arcane Focus, which is +1 to all psychic tests. Then spells will be in the list below. I have a unit of 6 Rubric Marines, and then with all just Infernal Bolters. Hellbrute, he has a Twin Last Cannon and a Power Scourge. It's a combination I very much like.
The Hellbrutus.
And a Mauler Fiend. I really like. I picked up 2 more of these models. Check out my Instagram. Check out the Instagram tomorrow, and you'll see a couple more, some pictures of them. But
yeah, those are looking nice.
Yeah,
looking nice.
What you got going on?
I don't know. A Combat Patrol, obviously.
Yeah.
I am playing Red Corsairs, so I do get that bonus CP. Woo! So I start with 4. What am I gonna do with those?
That's better than 3.
No more death to the false emperor, since you were the false god. I don't know.
Yeah.
So starting with headquarters, I'm playing 1 Master of Possessions. He is going to be my warlord. He has the warlord trait. That's a mouthful.
Yeah, it is.
That is a mouthful.
Say that 10 times fast, folks.
No. He's got Marcus Slaanesh. In my troops choice, I have 6 Chaos Space Marines. They have bolters. I've got 1 with the autocannon, and then the sergeant's got a plasma pistol and a power axe. So they're kind of kitted out just because of points. And I had to do it. Then we move on to elites. I have 1 Greater Possessed. He has the Intoxicating Elixir, Marcus Slaanesh, just like the troops. Heavy support, that's where all the fun is, until you kill them really fast, like you did with Grey Knights. We've got 1 Obliterator, Marcus Slaanesh, and 1 Venom Crawler, Marcus Slaanesh. So that's my entire army. Today we're going to be playing the Eternal War Combat Patrol Outriders mission out of the book. We haven't played that one a whole lot of times. So basically, tables broke up into 4 quarters. There's the center circle out from that, 9 inches, and then we deploy in opposite corners. You got 4 objectives, 1 in each quarter, just as usual. I don't think there's much else to say other than that. It's a hold 1, hold 2, hold more. So up to 15 points a turn on primary. Can't score in the first battle round as usual. This one's not take and hold or sweep and clear.
Right.
So you have to keep holding the objective. So that's going to matter a lot in this, I think.
Yeah.
The board, I guess? Or do you want to talk about secondaries?
Well, we can do secondaries real quick.
Okay.
So, secondaries, I'm doing Slay the Warlord.
Me too.
While We Stand, While We Fight.
Me too.
And then Raise the Banners.
Me too. What are your While We Stand, We Fight the?
The Exalted Sorcerer, the Hellbrute, and the Mauler Fiend.
So mine is Venom Crawler, Obliterator, and then we are playing the FAQ rules in Combat Patrol. I know you don't have to, but I think it's better to do it that way.
Might as well.
So then my third While We Stand actually becomes my Chaos Marine unit, which is a little bit better for me because it'd be harder for you to kill all that.
Yeah, that's
6
a
models,
lot better.
I think. So
yeah,
that would be mine. Moving on to the board, we got
some new pieces.
Picked up some new MDF terrain on a nice speculative eBay buy.
Yeah.
So give us something new to play with. We play these things as obscuring or line of sight blocking, not necessarily obscuring. I mean, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
We've got 2 little ruins in each deployment zone, and then we're playing these as dense cover. This one's a building. We can't go in it.
Right.
This is dense, and then shooting through this is dense, and then it will naturally block line of sight. And I think that's it for the board, unless you have anything else to talk about.
No, yeah, but I think you pretty much said it all.
Yep.
So.
I think we're working on getting another more mid-grade color table mat one of these days. Probably one of the next things to get going with. But I think that's it for armies. We did the board, we did the mission, secondaries.
I mean, if you want to talk about deployment real quick.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, with the zones are so weird in this one because with
the
being
standoff.
being 9-inch back there, so there wasn't much really for me to go. So I've just kind of all deployed kind of here, and then hopefully I can move right and get everybody out of there.
We're pretty mirrored as usual.
Yeah.
I mean, which was the same objective. So I know you're going to stand on that objective with your rubrics the whole game and probably never die because they're super hard to kill. But you'll get your banner points the whole time if you just don't leave the objective. I mean, you can snake them back there and hide a little bit. I did the same thing here. The plan is just raise the banner and hide out and score some points and deny some points that way.
Easy points.
So I have my large squad of men here. Back here I have the Obliterator still within 6. My Warlord for spells. My Warlord's back here. Greater Possess is over here because he moves fast, and we found out the last time he can hit pretty hard when he gets a charge off and gets some extra attacks and stuff like that. And then my Venom Crawler is over here. Kind of threatens this objective back here, but I think he's going to have a hard time with a Mauler Fiend, so I think that's it for deployment.
Alright.
We got nothing else other than the roll off.
Let's do it.
Alright. 2.
Man, I never do good on these.
4. That means I gotta go first.
That's right, because we're like we said, we're playing this off of the FAQ rules, so...
That's right, so we're gonna roll straight into it, and we'll be back here in a moment.
Alright.
Cool. Alright, so we're back after my very uneventful turn, right? I roll advance on my Master of Possession, got clear over here to this objective, so I'm holding more than you currently, which is going to be a big game. Everything else kind of just moved. Venom Crawler said, hey, there's no reason for me to come out because I'm not going to be able to charge, I'm not going to be able to shoot, do anything worthwhile, so I'm going to hide. Bolter Boys moved forward, popped a few shots at your Mauler Fiend. Actually got some wounds with autocannon, but you saved, so woo-hoo. This guy, my Master of Possession, raised the banner because he has infantry, and then my Obliterator actually advanced to take some cover for next turn to hopefully cover a little more field and shoot better. So that's it for me. I don't have any of the turn scoring because none of that crazy stuff. I am set up to start scoring next turn.
Yeah.
Very well. So I think that's it. We'll be back for your turn.
Back with the start of mine. Okay, here we are. The start of my turn 1. I got 1 command point. Obviously, I haven't scored anything yet, but I go up to 4 CP, so I'll do some movement, and then we'll be right back.
What's your plan?
My plan?
Yeah.
Why would I tell you that?
I don't know. Just for fun.
I don't know. You're in a weird. I have to get over here for sure to deny you that whole more because. You know, that's how you win, right? Yeah. Getting 15 points every single turn.
Put pressure on you by doing nothing, so...
Yeah, I mean, that was a very good job. So now I need to figure out what I need to do with these guys over here, but...
Alright, cool. We'll be back after you move, shoot, psychic, all that fun stuff.
Yep. Okay, so... Wasn't a bad turn for me. I was able to get rid of a couple of his Chaos Space Marines. Mm-hmm. The Exalted Sorcerer came over here, got a Super Smite off, did... D6, and then with Devastating Sorcery, got the additional +1, so did 7 mortal wounds to this thing.
7 whole wounds.
So
my Venom Crawler.
So I got my Mauler Fiend in there because he had Warp Time and
you had the nut.
Strength.
You had the nut.
I assumed I was not going to need a Demon Forge, and then I rolled horribly because they're still on a 4+. Should have used Demon Forge.
You got the Warp Time.
Yeah.
You got the Diabolic Strength on the Mauler Fiend.
Yeah.
You spent the CP to cast another spell.
Yeah.
Max damage 7.
Yeah.
Make your charge.
Yeah.
And then you didn't kill me.
Yeah.
And I actually did a couple wounds to you. That was nice. It was nice. I mean, you get to attack first this next turn, so, you know.
But, yeah, the reason why I came over here is because if I didn't, he was going to get, the whole more like we said. So, overall... I'm happy with the turn.
Good board condition. Yep.
So, yeah.
I think you end with 2 CP after gaining and spending, and I'm at 4.
Yep.
No scoring, so we'll be back at the top of my turn for some scoring.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, so top of Battle Round 2, We'll be going for some Red Corsairs here. I gain a CP up to 5 because I have so many, and we don't know what we're going to do because we don't have veterans. But that's fine. I did get 10 primary points and 1 banner point, so I have 11. Josh has 0, but I mean, you'll score that back up here at the beginning of your turn.
Yep.
So we're going to do some movement, psychic, shooting, all that fun stuff, and combat. Be back to wrap it up, tell you what happened.
Let's do it.
Alright, so we're back for my turn summary. I guess it's turn 2. Movement. My guy over here, Greater Possessed, he just shuffled just a little bit to block some more line of sight. He did raise a banner because he's infantry, so now I got 2 of those rolling. Obliterator popped out because he wanted line of sight on some stuff. Marines shuffle forward. Greater Master Possession shuffle forward as well, just to hold the objective and be ranges on stuff here. We moved on to Psychic Phase. I was able to get off a good smite for 3 whole damage, and then the spell that lets me reroll all his flesh metal guns. Went on to shooting. We shot at the Hellbrute with autocannon. Space Marine did nothing. The Obliterator went hot. I got up to Strength 8, AP 3, Damage 3 with no rerolls, and was able to kill the Hellbrute. And then this didn't do anything in shooting. I rolled on into melee. And I was able to cha-ching, cha-ching, deflect all those big attacks with my demon saves. But you didn't take any damage from me.
It's ridiculous.
Wait, I haven't attacked you back. Because you attacked me first.
Oh, yeah.
We gotta do that. We should probably do that. Should we do it right now? Okay, we'll do it right now. How'd we forget? So no charges, but I am in my bottom profile, or my middle profile. 3
it's
attacks.
Weird how that is. It's weird.
Force.
I'll go to the other player in the...
Oh, nothing. And then my lashing things are 2 attacks. Oh, I was going to Demon Forge. I forgot too. We both keep forgetting.
It's so hard to remember.
Alright, so yeah, nothing happened there. Scoring, there was nothing.
Yeah.
At the end of the turn, we're going to pass off to Josh here. We'll see you back.
Alright. Okay, here we are, back for the top of my turn 2. I don't like how he killed my Hellbrute.
But I like it.
I don't like it. Anyways, I got 10 points for holding 2 objectives, and then 1 for the...
Banner.
What's it? Yeah, banner.
Banner.
So it is 11 all right now. So we're going to do a little bit of... Really? I can't do any movement, because...
What? You got move, spells,
yeah,
shooting.
what I'm saying is I can't move off the objectives. So I can't really do...
You could just hide your sorcerer and raise a banner.
Yeah, I could, but I need him to do something else. So, we're going to come back after a quick little shuffle, and then for the second.
Let's do it.
Okay, he bracketed me on a dang Overwatch, so I'm down to 3 wounds now, and I was fighting on the middle bracket, so it's hitting on 5s, which is terrible, so I wasn't able to finish anybody off. But
you almost killed my master possessions.
Yeah, but almost isn't the thing. You need to be killed.
I would say you're close to Candyland
for my 6 points. Well, see, we're doing okay.
Yeah.
It forces you to make a tough decision there as to, well, I don't know if it's tough.
So let's talk about your movement. Let's just run through your turn. So you moved those guys, shuffled them, moved him a little bit.
Yep.
This guy didn't move because he's in combat.
Right.
Then we got to Candyland, and you smited my guy.
Candyland.
Candyland. You're living in Candyland. You smited my guy, you killed him. My Venom Crawler freed up this, right?
Yeah.
Then you got your Diabolic Strength and Warp Time off again.
Yeah.
I think it's working out. That's what we call Candyland.
We'll see. We have differing opinions, dissenting opinions from each other on things. But that's the end of my turn. No after turn scoring. So still 11-11. He will go up on his turn here. So
we'll be back
see what
shortly.
happens.
Cool. All right, so we're back for the top of battle round 3. Top of turn 3 for the Red Corsairs. The pirates are getting hurt. Hurt. So I get 10 primary points again and 2 banners this time. So I'm up to 23. I've got you at 11.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 CP and you have 1. So we're going to be back after movement, psychic phase, shooting, combat if we make it to combat.
Let's do it.
Alright, so we're back for the bottom of my turn 3 summary. Movement, fell back with my Master Possessions and my Space Marines. Move forward with my Obliterator, close the gap on your Mauler Fiend that was here. That way if I had a charge I could. Went to the shooting phase. I rolled fairly well for my Flesh Metal the first time around.
Yeah.
But I got 1 hit.
Hit.
No hits.
Yeah.
But I had an Endless Cacophony for my other last 2 CP, shot again, and was able to kill the Mauler Fiend. And you didn't roll the 6 to blow up and kill my Master Possessions.
The one time I wanted to actually roll the 6.
You would have destroyed my guy and denied me another... I guess not a deny, but you would have got to slay the Warlord.
Yeah.
So that's the end of my turn. I think we're going to roll straight into yours.
Sound
good?
Cool. Okay, we are back for my turn 3.
Turn 3.
Top of turn 3, right? I got some work to do. I think I have a little plan concocted in my head here that we're going to see if we can make happen. I did get 10 points for holding 2, right? And then another 1 point for the 1 banner that I have. So he is beating me by 1 point.
A single point.
22-23 right now. A very competitive game.
So you got to get desperate.
Yeah, I got a weird plan in my head. I'm going to see what I can make happen with this. And we'll go from there. But we're going to do some movement and be back.
We'll come back for something exciting. One way or the other.
Yeah. Ha-ha! Success!
Yeah.
Tzeentch is with me. My crazy plan worked. So I knew if I was going to abandon this, he was going to get a whole more on me. So the way I could abandon this, if I could kill everything here. So because of the spells I have, I casted Warp Time on myself, this sorcerer. So he moved 12. Warp Time moved again, right, in the psychic phase. Well, first, he did a smite on the Obliterator.
Sure.
Got 1 wound there. Blah, blah, blah. So he moved up with Warp Time, moved up in the movement phase, got Warp Time off, moved again here. Then I was equidistant between all 3 of his units here, so I can choose what goes where. Did a smite on his Obliterator, did 2 wounds, I think, brought him down to 1.
Yep.
Then I did the Great Sorcerer, which allows him to cast another spell, which, this is why I love Cult's Magic, is Astral Blast. So it's a splash damage spell, right? So you target the unit, it does D3 mortal wounds. Because I have the Devastating Sorcery Warlord trait, anytime he does a mortal wound, it adds another mortal wound to it. So I was able to do... so it would have killed everything anyways, but... that
You Kamehameha me.
Yeah, and so the great thing about that is I'm going to get 6 points for slaying the Warlord, and now I have denied him all of his While We Stand, While We Fight
Yeah, so that's the
points.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't
I'll be able
think.
to come
Yeah,
back.
I don't think you'll be able to come back from that.
We'll score it up, but I think that'll be it. Lucky dog. Magic. All right. So top of battle round 5. Looking at scoring, I gained 5 points for primary and 1 banner, so I'm up to 30. To Josh's hypothetical 28 with Slay the Warlord at the end of the game. This just comes down to if this Greater Possessed can get over here and charge, which I'm not real confident that that'll happen, but maybe it will. So we're gonna look at his stat block real quick. He moves 7. And he can't advance and charge, so we're going to move him over here, and we're going to see if I can make that really long barm charge.
I don't think it's that big.
I have a CP to reroll. I'm right at, technically I'm at 6, so 5 inches. I guess it's not that bad.
Yeah,
We're in there.
You're way worried about that.
I'm not going to base you. Alright, so you ready for this fight phase? This is the game. Whatever happens, happens. Alright, so 5 base attacks with Greater Possessed. He gets 1 for the Intoxicating Elixir and 1 for Hateful Assault, which is going away soon.
I think this is the game.
So I hit on 2s, wound on 3s. I have 1 reroll. Look how bad that is. So I got 4 hits. I have a reroll, so I might as well use it at this point. Because there's no reason not to.
From CP reroll, right?
Yeah. So that's it. 5 hits. 4 wounds. 4 wounds at -2 D3 damage.
At -2?
-2 D3 damage.
I'm on 4s.
Put 3 of them through.
Save 1.
So let's see. How many wounds do you have?
5.
We did it.
Yeah, I told you were going to do it.
We got 8 wounds. So we kill that guy.
You were thinking you were going to lose this game last round.
That was the only choice, the only chance I had, I think. We've knocked both of each other off of our while we stand points. I do end up within 3 inches here, so we'll come back for Josh's turn after we tally it up, and we'll see kind of what the turn sequence is going to look like. Yep?
Yep.
Alright.
Okay. The only way for me to win the game is if I kill his Greater Possessed.
Yeah, so we're at, with Slay the Warlord both in there,
Right.
You're at 34, I'm at 36.
Right.
At this rate, I will outscore you because of the extra banner I had put up.
Right.
From that really good advance. So, like we talked through it a bunch, you have to take this desperation shot of getting a big smite and getting lucky with some bolter shots to kill him, so you end up scoring more. Because you're able to hold that back objective right now, this turn, and then you score in the bottom of 5. So we'll roll through your psychic and your shooting here live, just to see if it happens, I think.
Yeah.
You got a CP to reroll a spell if it doesn't work, and I think it's worth a shot,
Well, what I'm going to do, just to try and get up there, I have, 2 CP? 1 CP.
You have 1 this turn, yes. 1.
I'm going to spend 1 CP to do Cabalistic Focus. And that adds 2 to the Psychic test. So how it actually reads is, use a stratagem before attempting to manifest a psychic power. If that's a psyker from your army is within 6 inches. Oh, I can't do it because I got to be within 6 inches of 2 other 1,000 friendly psychers. So that ain't happening.
Rough. Well, you have a reroll then.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Might as well. Here we go. Smite.
10.
Ooh, I need an 11.
So it's 1 flat. It's 11 or 12 usually for a super smite.
Yeah. Was more than 10.
And you got a 10. Otherwise it's flat 1, right?
Yeah.
So you might as well use your reroll.
Yeah, might as well.
There's no reason not to, because otherwise you can't kill him.
Nope.
Oh, you perilled instead.
It doesn't matter, so.
Blew up his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll end up.
Can't get it.
We'll score it up and we'll be back for a summary, but that'll put me winning by like.
And it kills 3 of the guys.
Yeah, that's fine. You just pull them off the front. They don't fail their morale.
Yeah.
It'll put me winning by like just a few points at the end, just for the banners. But we'll be back and talk about it. Very good game though.
That's the end of the game.
That's how this game felt. Just a standoff.
It was, yeah. It was. I was surprised how competitive it ended up being. I say that all the time. I'm sure if you go back and watch other videos, but that was really competitive. And I think really what it came down to is not necessarily what the unit was, but the fact that you had 5 units versus my 4, and we're able to get one over there to get that extra banner, because that's what it came down to. Is the extra banner.
That turn 1, being able to go first.
Yeah.
Really good advance to get over there and hold 1 extra, and forced you to jump over here with your sorcerer, which you might have done anyways.
Yeah.
But it just made that pressure, because turn 2 I was able to raise the banner, and that's what I ended up winning by. So we score 55 for me, 51 for Josh with paint, and that 4 points is 3 turns of an extra banner plus scoring a banner at the end of the game. That's what decided this game. You know, when we thought about this game, we were like, you know, chaos versus chaos. No one's going to be that excited to see it. I didn't think it'd be very exciting, but because these books are so old or lower powered, we're both 1 wound, that sort of thing. It's actually a really even footing, I think, even though your spells are insane. I know you don't like to think that psychers are really worth their points when we talk about points cost for things.
Yeah.
But being able to you came over here and you killed 3 units at once with your psyker. 3 units.
At the same time, right?
Yes.
If they weren't the damage the way that they were, that would not have happened.
You know,
but yes, that's true.
Like chain lightning on Diablo?
Yeah.
That's what just happened
here.
And you killed 2 Space Marines, a Master of Possessions, and an Obliterator. That was nuts. So... overall, I thought it was a good game. We were both up and down. I thought I was dead very early on. My Venom Crawler... I've only played 2 games with these, but you've handled my Venom Crawler both games.
Well, he lasted way better this time than he did against
a
Nemesis Dread Knight. I mean, he handled that guy.
Yeah, it's very clear we're not very good Chaos players, at least me, because we both forgot to Demon Forge a bunch. But you're going to get a lot more used to it, because you said 2 more of those on your table. Oh, and they look nice. They look real nice.
Yeah, you guys... We'll get to see them on the Instagram here. I'll post some tomorrow. They're not completely done yet, but I'll give you some work in process pictures.
Very, very nice.
Yeah. It was interesting. I hope that they do go to BSWS of 3+.
Oh, they're doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine, because...
There's no question, I think.
A 4+ BSWS is horrible, right? I mean, it's so hard.
Yeah, and then once you get bracketed, it's...
and that's why the Mauler Fiend did so bad, because even on the Demon Forge, you're hitting on a 5, right, on your middle bracket currently the way that they are in this book, so it just makes it real hard. I wasn't able to fit Prescience into the list just because of the way it is, which if I had that instead of maybe something, I don't know.
I mean, you had 2 Psychers in your list, which seems light for Thousand Suns, but you were very, very vehicle heavy, I guess. Like, staring off at your army, I'm like, holy crap, there's a big old Mauler Fiend and the Killer Hellbrute, because the Scourge Last Cannon is usually pretty good. I got lucky with the Obliterator.
Obliterated it.
In 1 turn. I didn't even get to endless that time. But.
No. It's weird, because like you look at Grey Knights, right? Every unit's a Psyker in the Grey Knights, which is not the same in the Thousand Suns, which is good, I guess. To the point where... because to save you some of the witch points, but it still makes it a little rougher.
To just save you actual points in your army list.
Yeah, that's true.
I like the way you build your Thousand Suns list, because you bring not all Psychers. You bring these vehicles that are like a counterpunch to your spells, I think.
The most competitive list I probably built was that first one, in one of those first videos where I had a Demon Prince with Wings, 2 Hellbrutes, Last Cannon, Reapers, and then...
Oh yeah, that's disgusting for a Combat Patrol.
Yeah.
There's nothing that can really deal with that.
That was really bad.
I mean, just think about squaring up with a fully powered Grey Knights army. Probably couldn't even really tangle with that too well.
Yeah. What do you think? Do you have a character? Do you have an MVP, I would say?
Well, I mean, he's not very exciting, but it's the Greater Possessed, just because he's able to grab that objective.
That's the thing.
And he's super killy, we're finding. Yeah. Like, in our Grey Knights game, he almost took down your Dread Knight in a turn, and here he was able to take down
easily
your Sorcerer in a turn. He's disgusting for the points. But, I mean, he does give up points if we're talking
I think
points.
he came in the clutch, because he's the one who basically won you the game, really.
Oh, yeah. He raised the banner, then he got back over here and chopped down the guy that destroyed my army.
Yeah, I mean, clearly the Exalted Sorcerer did. He did.
Your MVP, by far.
Yeah, I mean, he clearly handled
Yep.
More than his worth. But
Yep.
I can't really. You think anything else you would have done different?
No, I don't think so. I mean, that's just how the games go. I enjoyed it.
I'll be interested to see what happens with points values when we all go to 2 wounds, because we deserve 2 wounds, Chaos players. And you
how much is a point is?
So
rubric?
right now a rubric squad, just base bare bones, 5 guys is 90 points. I had 6 in mine, so that's 108 points with
what's the base
bolters.
cost on a rubric?
18 points, I think.
18, that's it?
Yeah, it's 18 points. Yeah, because their guns don't cost anything other than the warp flavors.
Gotcha. So it's 14 points for a Chaos Space Marine with a bolter. And yours is 18. So you're paying 4 points for a slower movement and the ability for a unit to cast a spell and for a better armor save versus stuff. 4 points is steep.
Do you think it's too much? You're saying?
In the current game, yes. Maybe when you go to 2 wounds, maybe not. Maybe Chaos Marines are undercosted, I don't know. 14 is pretty low.
Yeah.
I think a tactical now with 2 wounds is what, 17 or 18?
Something like that.
18, I think. But I don't know, we'll see. It'll be interesting. Lose Hateful Assault for all of us and just gain a base attack and stuff like that. So I don't think we have much else to talk about. We did have our big game all put together, and then technical difficulties impeded. We found out in that game that Mauler Fiends were busto. Because you killed 5 Blade Guard. Yeah, it was nuts. It went perfectly in that game, non-bracketed, and he right off the bat, my Mauler Fiend kills 5 Blade Guard. And they don't do any. They did, I think, 2 damage to him. But I'm sorry you guys weren't able to see that video. We'll get it done. We will redo something for our subscriber special. That was a 1,500 point game. We'll probably end up doing another 1,500 point game. Yeah, it'll be 15 or 2K by the time we get it back around. So I don't have anything else to talk about. I got nothing else. All right. Once again, guys, thank you so much for subscribing and liking and all the commenting. Yeah. We try and, like I said, respond to everybody we can. Definitely. Please hit us up on Instagram. Our Facebook page is up there, and then our Twitter also. We have Twitter. Maybe we'll start Discord soon. I've been looking at that just to chat around if people are interested. But yeah, thanks everybody for liking, subscribing, sharing. Keep it up. Let us know what you like, what you don't like, because we like to keep things fresh. Yeah, and we appreciate all the support. So again, thank you guys. Thanks for coming out. See you next time. Bye.